Hey ladies and gentlemen, well, y'all know who it is. I'm Alex Babbitt, but y'all know that already. We got an amazing guest, another one of my least favorite people. I hate this dude, seriously. We got him on because he had nothing better to do. I'm lying to you. Hold on, let me give him actual credit. This is one of my brothers in comedy. They call him Ugly Me, but like... Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my good friend. He makes me laugh. He's one of the best comics in the city, of Haitian descent. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Jonus Jeannot. What's up, bro?
Where's the people? I don't see nobody making noise. How can I be ugly you when you're ugly you? You can't make me ugly you when you ugly.
Yo, I don't know how you do it, but you do it every time, bro.
It's hilarious. The fact that you coined that, like you want me to be you.
I don't want, no.
I never said yes.
Look at the way you dress, bro. You dress like me.
Nigga, you did it on purpose. You went blue. I'm gonna put the blue on. Like, come on, bro. I don't ever want to.
I'm not that strategic, bro. It's okay.
Really
it's fine that I'm your idol. I'm okay with that.
Idol? Come on, bro. Disrespect my dreams like that.
I'm sorry. I just had to do this, man. How are you, bro?
Chilling, man. I'm actually good.
Yeah, so, you know, we don't just have average people on here. Jonus Jeannot, actually, I give you shit, but you genuinely, you're one of those comics that you innately make me laugh, and I hate it. You make me laugh so much, I be hating in the back. Like, when you do well, we did a show yesterday. You was doing well, and I remember saying, man, fuck this guy.
Nah, but I'm glad that you went up because you was telling me you want to do personal shit. Reggie did personal shit, and it made me do my personal shit. I said shit on stage yesterday that I never told nobody, really.
Yeah.
Like, literally never said out of my mouth before, and it was like, it was dope to do that. But that was because you was like, yo, I want to do some personal shit. Or like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try that shit too. let me go first. Let the niggas know I'm doing it.
So we look like followers?
Yeah. And we went back to back. I'm like, why this nigga back on stage again?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like I did a costume change. But you one of those guys, bro, even ever since Jump, because you used to, you know, to give context, not only were you a stand-up, but especially when we first met, you were like a social media guy. Heavy. Like, first dude I met who was going on tour, because you would always...
Going to Miami?
Yo, you in Miami was the crazy... I remember being like, oh my God, I gotta get to Miami. If Jonas is winning, I will thrive.
Now, Miami is the greatest place on earth. But yeah, I was doing the Haitian videos, and Miami got a lot of Haitians. And the thing about Miami Haitians, they don't, like, New York Haitians is Hollywood. They'll see you and don't say shit, and then inbox you 2 weeks later. Yo, I see you at McDonald's, you couldn't buy a chicken sandwich. Fuck, you ain't help me, nigga. The tax, I didn't know they had tax. That's when it was $1. It used to be $1, then $1.07. That 7 was killing me. But yeah, I used to go on the road and hit Miami up, and that place was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I used to cheat out there.
Yeah, the way you casually say it.
I used to be faithful all year. Like a man logic is like, I'm faithful all year. Can I get 1 month off? I can just go crazy. I didn't cheat a lot. I pick one beautiful girl and that's it. She don't know my name. Well, she know my name. I don't know her name. And I felt like that was good enough. And I come back to New York and be a good boyfriend.
You can't even get that out. Yeah. That's how I know you be cheating.
I cheated what? 4 years out of the 3 years out of the 7. So 4 years I was
faithful. That's a long time, bro.
4 years I was faithful. That's like four wins in a championship. Championship ring. Like, come on, give me some credit. Shit was hard, bro. Shit is really, really hard, son. I was at the peak of my social media and I was not cheating.
That's crazy.
It's insane, bro.
No, I'm like, not crazy. I'm proud of you. I got a lady and I respect her by all means, but you a savage.
No. I didn't OD though. I could have done more and I didn't. And it breaks my heart. I look at girls now, I'm like, damn, I could have had sex with her. I think that hurts more than anything. Like, I could have and I did it. Like, women was actually trying to have, and I was like, no, I'm in a relationship, no.
Yeah.
No, and then what makes me mad now, when I tell women that, they're like, but you cheated. But I didn't cheat for 4 years. What about the 4 years? I should have just cheated the whole 7, bro, because it don't make a difference.
Because once you do it, you do it.
It don't matter, exactly. Yeah. It's like, fuck the chance you didn't do it. It's more so when you did it.
You be like, yo, but I was good the whole time.
Yeah. The last end, I was dead ass faithful.
Because you were on one of the earliest waves of the social media, like, hoopla, because you came up on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
To the point where I came up where it was like you couldn't share shit. So if somebody you had to really copy and paste the link, and you couldn't see a preview. You didn't even know what the fuck it was. It could have been fucking Asians and
could have been porn. It was just
it could have been porn. It could have been porn, and you had to click it. like the caption had to be amazing. Like, oh, whatever, it gotta be funny for them to click it. That's how long I was doing it. Like, that's how long it was.
Yeah.
You couldn't even see the preview of it.
And what was that for? Do you feel like, because you had so much hype at some point, you know, to give people context onto you, do you feel like there was a point for the people who know you and the people who don't, that you got like, did you get in your head? Did you start wilding out? Like, you was like, yo, 100%. I'm better than everybody?
Not necessarily. I never been like that, because I'm always looking somebody who's better than me, like whether it be Kevin Hart or whoever it may be, I'm always looking at them in a sense. So I'm like, nah, y'all think I'm the shit, but I'm not. It's like even when I was in Philly doing comedy, I was doing a lot of stuff in Philly, but I'm always looking at dudes in New York, like, I'm not doing what they doing though. So I never got in my head when it was stuff like that. I always humble myself to the point where I'm not lit. But people used to be like, nah, nigga, you lit. It's like, nah, I try to tell myself, nah, I'm not there yet. Because I was not getting money, so I didn't feel lit. I couldn't buy a chicken sandwich, nigga, so I'm not lit. You know what I mean? Niggas, yeah. That's when the Twitter was, niggas would you could hashtag Haitian Jonas, and you could see whatever somebody's saying about you. That's when I used to see shit like, I see this nigga at McDonald's, he's a bum ass nigga. Damn, bro, you could ask for a picture.
Why you telling everybody?
Exactly, why you tweeting?
I thought you was a fan.
Exactly, that's not a fan, nigga, you are grimy. But I not get to my head. I don't think so. I wouldn't say, you probably got to ask somebody else, but to me personally, I didn't feel like I was ever got to my head, like, nah.
Yeah.
I was always,
because you always seem to have a hustle about you. You know what I mean? When it comes to just like, whether it be social media content, we've done sketches together, and you always like, yo, let's do this, yo, bow, let's do this. Like, that's kind of part of your personality. Does that come from actual, like, cause that, I always say immigrant energy is what I like to call it. when you
that's
meet
hilarious.
Yo, immigrant energy is a real thing. When you meet somebody from another country, be like, you work way too hard. There's no way.
But I'm not from another country. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, bro. My mom.
No, you're not. Stop lying. We can't continue this if you're gonna lie to the audience.
Bro, I was born and raised in Brooklyn.
Every picture I see of you is sketchy. It's other country. It's got an other country filter to it.
It's Canarsie. Nah, but as far as the grind, it's like, I don't know, man. I want to say immigrant, but not necessarily. Yeah, immigrants work hard as hell. Like my pops, this nigga used to work in New York and lived in Philly. Drive back every day. Yeah, he's bugging. I would never. I would sleep somewhere. On the train. He got a Metro car for free. Sleep on the train, bro. What are you talking about? But I don't know, man. I just always looked at like Martin, and I seen him do a stand-up, and he did his show, and that's my main person that I looked at. Like, I want to be like that. Eddie Murphy, those dudes. I looked at them doing everything, so I want to do everything too, in a sense. So I looked at it like that's regular. Like, I gotta do everything. Like, I want to be just to maximize my fan base. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like videos and YouTube was just coming out, but that shit was like, you could connect with. I really did it for my cousins to watch it in New York. When I was living in Philly, I'm like, I want my cousins to see videos of us, me and my other cousin, and it was like, that's how I did it. It was initially for my family. And then mad Haitians just started sharing it, and people started picking up, and then that shit went viral. It was like, shit hit like 20,000 in one day, and I was like, whoa.
That's crazy.
I couldn't, and that was back in the day, son. It's like inflation now. That's like 100K now. Yeah. Because you don't have no share button. That share button that shit changes everything. Yeah. So it was like, for that to get that much views, and like, we didn't have like phones where you could see it on your phone. You have to watch it on a computer. So it'll be like 30 niggas on one little computer screen.
Just a Mac, just a big ass Mac.
So it was like, that shit was insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't realize how much I was touching people until I went to Miami. That's when I was like, what? Because when I come to New York and all that, people don't really go crazy. They're just like,
but that's New York, though. New York, no matter who you are, they humble you. That's a New York thing.
You could be like with anybody. You could be with whoever.
You could be Chappelle, like, yeah, bitch ass ball nigga. Like, you be like, what is Chappelle?
Yeah, that's how we are too as comedians. We try even when I see Chappelle, you just right by me, I'm like, oh shit. In my mind, I'm losing it. But regular, I'm like, what up, yo? Yeah. I don't smoke now. I don't smoke. Yeah. And my mom like, I smoke crack with you, nigga. Let's do coke, nigga. Nah, but that ass.
I just hope we got a video of Jonas saying, I do crack with you.
I would never do crack because there's no coming back from that shit. I'm good, my nigga. I'm not gonna go versus crack.
You said I'll never do crack, but you looked everywhere but the camera. Like, I know you lying.
Nah, for real, I would never. But what else talking about just now?
Yeah, you were talking about, not only being in the game when you're around cool people, it's like the game humbles you, but you felt You felt good when you went to Miami.
Miami, yeah. The first time I went to Miami, it was like, cause it's a Haitian festival they do every year, and it's like a bunch of the Haitian artists, all the big artists, they do a big concert at the football stadium, and all Haitians from all over Boston, wherever they be, Connecticut, Haiti, everywhere they come for that festival, and so they was all there. That's the first time I was like, oh, I'm actually lit. I couldn't walk the street. I couldn't go into the stores, 7-Eleven, anywhere I went, because it's mad Haitians, they all worked there. Airport, as soon as I got out of the airport, people was going crazy.
That's wild.
Legit, it was insane. That was the first time I felt like, oh shit. Like people was going crazy, bro. Like literally, my cousin, he was like, yo, you lit, bro. He had a black and white picture. He put my face on it. He put it on his face.
I'm me. I'm Jonas too.
That shit was dope. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was like a dope feeling, just to have people like mess with you off of videos of being Haitian, and because initially you don't think that everybody went through the same thing with you as a Haitian, because our family raised us like we was Haitians in a sense, but in your mind as a kid you be like, yo, my mom is crazy.
Did you feel Haitian pride? Did like coming up?
I love being Haitian. I love being Haitian for the simple fact, when I was growing up in New York in the 90s, before Wyclef, shit was wicked. Like if you was a Jamaican, bro, they're wilding on you. Haitian booty scratcher, HBO, Haitian body odor, like that's just tease the shit.
Crazy.
Bro, HBO,
Haitian body odor, that's like dumb funny.
That's, nigga, it's hilarious, but as a kid, this shit ain't funny, nigga. I go to my mom, like, mommy, this I got HBO. My mother like, you don't have HBO, Showtime, no cable. Trying to tell them I don't got HBO. Yo, that shit was sad, bro. Like, it was fucked up for me, because, like, these niggas know me. We grew up in the same block. Like, you know I'm not from Haiti, so why they put me in ESL, English second language. That's my first language, nigga. I'm speaking proper English.
No, you're not, bro.
Your last name is Jeannot. Go to that basement, nigga. But that's where the pride come from, where it's like, I got teased for being Haitian, so now I'm gonna jack that shit. Like, I'm gonna ride that shit to the point where it's like, nah, I love being Haitian. And I genuinely do love being Haitian, because it made me who I am. Like, my mom raised me a certain crazy way. Like, if I walk into a room, I gotta greet everybody. Like, that's why some comics, I see them walking in there, greet, I'm like, my man, it's disrespectful. Like, you have to greet everyone.
Hey, I'm Jonas.
100%. And if it's a woman, you got a kiss on the cheek. That's just.
You sound a little freaky now. Now it's taking a turn.
I said cheek, bro. You have to. That's just.
Can we just like look at his eyes for a second? Like it feel like he's lying.
With Haitians, they take, if you don't greet them, it's disrespect. It's like an animal. They like, I'm a sauvage. That's like you a savage.
You a sauvage?
You're like a savage. Right?
Can you speak in that accent the whole time?
No, nigga. Can I? Yeah, but no. Nigga.
Come on, bro.
Where we going? I'm not doing it. What do you got here going on? You trying to get me deported? You gonna edit the whole part. You think I'm playing this nigga? This nigga trying to get me sent back to a place. Yo,
you're not even from.
No, but here's the fucked thing about that. When Trump was really, not Trump, ICE in a sense, was sending people back. There's people that came out here when they was 2 years old, right? This is all they know. But they're still classified.
Yeah, it's not citizens in a sense.
Bro, they sent them back. There was a nigga, a Brooklyn nigga, he's in Haiti. I don't even know how to speak Creole, bro. I can't eat because I don't know how to talk this shit. Me and my mom, they have a relationship. It's like,
me and my mom don't talk.
We don't talk. He's out there like, nigga, I'm trying to get back to Bed-Stuy. These niggas ain't got no trains. That's crazy to me. How will you do that to somebody? There should be a test. You failed this test. That's another thing. When my mom, to get her immigration joint, she had to take a test. And obviously I'm in school and all that, so she's like, you have to teach. Mommy, don't put that pressure on me. I'm not an A student. I get asked, don't put that pressure. You trying to tell me we fail. If I fail, you got to go back to the pressure. That's a lot of pressure, bro. Don't do that to me. I didn't study for this. I don't know all this shit, Independence Day and all that. I don't know.
Don't put that pressure on me.
It's a lot of pressure, bro. You're going to do the test. It's easy for you. You're born in America. I take the test. You fail. What's going to happen if you fail? I have to go back. Until when? That's it.
Forever.
No more money. Oh, shit. But that immigration shit is OD. Like, as a kid, we, I don't know, a lot of people know that. They call them aliens, illegal aliens, right? So as a kid, Aliens is fucking E.T. and Alien versus Predator. But the real alien is somebody is not just out of the country. That's what the alien is. But that alien to me was an alien. They had an alien card and everything. I'm going through my mom's suitcase. It said illegal alien with her ID on it, nigga. I'm like, my mom is a fucking illegal alien. My mom is an alien and she sell drugs. This is crazy. I ain't trust her for double R. Who are you? Yeah, who are you? I'm waiting till like she's gonna go in the bathroom and change to an alien now. Like, nigga, that's the.
I know you a lizard. Just tell me.
Just let me know you're a lizard. Like, the shit, you got a chicken in here. Like,
you eat a bunch of weird things.
Yeah, in my mind, cause I'm American in my mind. So when I go home, like, nah, my mom is an alien. Bro. They talk different. I don't know the language like that. That's alien. My mom was speaking alien. Nobody broke it down.
Like, your mom from Haiti? No, she from space.
Nah, she's a drug dealer from Mars. A legal alien. Like, why would America do that?
That's
third world country. Like, why is it the third world? Who's in the second world?
It's the same.
It's a skipping world. Third world country, my nigga.
Oh shit, that's so fucking funny.
I really thought my mom was an alien growing up.
That's hilarious.
That's why being an immigrant is like so dope in the sense of like, my mind is so different, and being bilingual in a sense, or just understanding two different languages, it just makes you more like, wow, this shit is dope. This shit is dope. But as a kid growing up, it was brutal, bro. Brooklyn was wicked to Haitians. I'm not gonna lie. Before Wyclef came out with ooh la la la, shit was weird, bro. I'm telling you, jumping niggas, beating niggas up, but just for being Haitian. Like, your last name is Jean or some shit, they will punch you in the face. I lied, I was Jamaican for a long time.
You was Jamaican for real?
Bro, I used to do the bruck up when I got. I know how to do the bruck up. Yeah, he's Jamaican. Just doing the bruck up all day and shit. But I'm telling you, bro, like it was bad, bro. Growing up.
You put up Wagwan, everyone.
No, Wagwan, big things I go on. Doesn't know. Big things I go on. I used to know how to talk like that. Most of my friends were Jamaicans anyway, so it's like I chilled a lot of Jamaicans and Trinis and Belize. My best friend was from Belize, so they still got an accent in a sense. So I was like that. It's not until like Wyclef and then my boy used to tell me like, no, you good, because I have my mom. I love her to death. She used to dress me up with Jordans, and she used to
like
argue with she used to argue with my aunts because they used to wear Payless and shit like that. And she used to tell them, no, if I buy the Payless shit, it's gonna rip. Because that's the one. If I have the Jordans, I'm wearing them Jordans to Jordan about to retire.
Jordan he's not even dunking no more. He's sitting on the bench.
He got a bit like, yo. Gatorade in his mouth. This is different. But yeah, like
in the back of the shoe like this.
That's it. But my mom bought me Jordans and shit, so it was like that. It was like I was one of the Haitians where people be like, nah, he's a dope Haitian.
Fly?
Yeah, I was at the Fly.
So that's why you dress bad now. Your mom don't dress you no more.
Don't dress bad, bro. You dress bad.
Okay.
And what gets me mad is that you say I dress bad. When you dress bad, I gotta believe you because you dress bad.
No.
You would know what bad dressing is.
It looks familiar.
Yeah, like nigga, no.
You just like me.
Yeah. Every time you call me ugly, I have to question myself. Am I ugly? I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was ugly for a good 2 weeks. I'm like, yo, maybe I'm ugly because these ugly niggas keep calling me ugly. Comfortably though, like he's saying it like, yo, you ugly, bro. Like, damn. I believe you, bro.
Yo.
But I don't think I'm ugly.
You should believe me. It's fine, though.
You know what's crazy? I could be ugly. I don't mind. Just as long as my girl's bad, it evens out.
Yo, it's crazy, and this is just like, and I'll get into more of you, but you were the first people to ever tell me that. I remember us.
Let me tell you what you said to have me done. He's like, them bitches is dumb. That shit made me laugh so hard, bro. I tell people this shit all the time. Like, I might be ugly. I get bad bitches. My boy said, them bitches is dumb. What you doing? What type of voodoo you doing?
Oh, man.
Shit's hilarious, though.
Yo, and it's funny to hear your honesty, because that's one thing, bro. You have never been a liar. You always been straight with it. But you have, I will commend you. You've had beautiful women around you.
I have.
I hate it. It makes me furious, but.
It's personality. You know what it is, man. We talked about it. We still gonna do the I don't want to say what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We got a project. We've been working on it for years, but we going.
Okay.
I think about that shit all the time.
Okay.
I called you rambling one day. You didn't pick up.
Because I'm done picking up your calls.
You piece of shit for that.
It's the last time.
I can't wait till I dub your calls. I can't. You're the first person I'm like. Yeah. I'm gonna answer like no. No, we talked about it where it's like personality, bro. Like you know how that shit goes. These niggas don't got personality, my nigga. That shit is. It works. It works. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to watch a lot of TV, so I could bond with a woman. Like, I used to watch Real Housewives, all that shit, just to bond with them. Like, yeah, I watch this shit. Euphoria? Yeah, fuck Euphoria. Just to bond with them and connect with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, personality is just the key.
When it comes to personality, now, is that something you use in your stand-up as well? Like, do you feel like you're more personality, or do you feel like a writer? Like, do you feel like you do traditional pop?
I do. I'm way more I started doing personality recently when I came out to New York, cause you know out here that's all like most of y'all is like their self, like their personality. Like that's how he is. That's dope. So when I came out here doing stand up, I got more of my personality. But I don't know. I felt like I was a good writer in a sense, and then I built my personality. Like while I'm off stage, like you're definitely yourself on stage. How you are off stage, your personality is boom out there. Like even now, like even watching you yesterday, I'm like, yeah, that's dope. Like your personality, I don't like that laugh. That was a piece. I don't like that.
Cut the camera.
Yeah, cut the shit.
I'm trying to inspire the youth.
But personality, bro. Like my personality is definitely on stage. It's most like I realize even when I host, I get most of my personalities like show on stage. People like that. Like even yesterday, I felt like I wasn't really doing a lot of jokes. It was more so what I was saying, like how I was saying it in a sense like that.
Yeah. But it was doing well. That's the interesting part, because I know in New York a lot of us, and I would actually know your perspective of it, because. Being from here, because I'm from New York, born and raised, you like from here, but you.
I left when I was 16, bro. I was a grown little boy when I left. Like I tell people I'm from New York because everything I learned, how to dress, how to get girls, how to make jokes, all that's from New York.
And when did you start stand up in Philly?
Yeah, I started to stand up in Philly when I was like.
So in Philly, did you you were sitting down, because I don't see you to be this way, but correct me if I'm wrong. You were sitting down in a room just
100%.
writing bits?
I went online, I forgot, I think Ted Alexandro had like a quick little 3-week stand-up course, and I seen it and I took it, and I was like, oh, okay, I could probably do this. And then I think Dane Cook was popping at the time, so I watched a little Dane Cook, and I was like, okay, this is dope. And then I was just hanging out with my cousins in the studio in New York, and I think Victor Cruz. And I forgot my other boy name, but he was like, my boy Victor Cruz got a show at the Laugh Lounge. Laugh Lounge is closed now. And that was the first time I performed. It was in New York though. He was like, yo, pull up. And then I think Wilson Vince was hosting. Nigga fucked up my last name. Like, you Haitian, bro. You fucked up my last name. Your last name is hard. Fuck my shit up, nigga. Bomb like a motherfucker. No, my first show I didn't bomb. I'm lying. That was like my third show. My first show I bodied it.
Okay.
I did Backdoor. That was the first joke that's the first joke I ever came up with. Literally Backdoor. Talking about the bus and Backdoor and shit like that. I did that joke, and I talked about my father working for MTA.
The chicken joke? That's one.
Nah, the chicken joke I made out here when I came to New York.
Okay.
And my father used to work for MTA, and they give you a badge. And I'm like, you can't give a Haitian a badge, bro. This nigga's a whole cop, my nigga. He's in the Holland Tunnel. You can't switch lanes. He's switching lanes, nigga. I don't care. I did badge. I'm part of the same force. Don't pull me over, okay? But I had jokes like that talking about my father, and it went extremely well to the point where the dude that was DJing was I can't remember not his name. I can't remember his father. He's a promoter out here. He was a big promoter. He did shows, so he got me on that Laugh Lounge joint. I wasn't ready for that shit. I was like, my third show, I'm doing a Laugh Lounge with Will Sivins and all them dudes. Like, bomb like a motherfucker, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, it was one of the industry nights. It was a dub.
Oh,
Cypher Sounds. Bro, I'm literally the only. I would be happy to do the show now, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I did that shit, and I brought my boys from New York, and I did 2 shows prior. I bodied it. Like, I'm murdering shit, bro. Like, really killing. My personality, I was just killing. I was young, 20. I looked mad young, so they was like, who is this young little nigga? He's lit. Put me on mad shows, and then that one, I brought all my cousins out. We had shirts. I had a joke, no disrespect. I had a joke like, no disrespect. Why when people say no disrespect, they still disrespect you and expect you not to be disrespected. Like, no disrespect, yo, I just fuck your moms, but pussy dumb trash. So I had a shirt that said no disrespect.
You had merch?
Bro, I had merch. I was ready, bro. I had merch. All my cousins came. We had merch. Everybody pulled up. 40 niggas, boom. We come to the join my Wilson. I'm about to body this shit. I was telling niggas we about to go on tour, nigga. Like, this shit dumb easy. I'm writing new jokes every day. Nigga, I went to the Laugh Lounge in the basement, nigga. And it was a fucking, what it was? It was a bridal shower. I was on first. Will Simmons was just da-da-da-da-da-da. He just said, there's another comedian and whatever. And he was like, Jonas, I don't know. Just put the mic on the stand. That's it. I got him there and I was like, what up? What up? Niggas just looking at me like, what? Bridal shower was like, what? Cause initially now I should have shitted on the bridal shower, like, where your husband at? He probably fucking some other nigga. Now, I'm thinking that. But I went to my set, nothing, nigga. Every punchline that I hit before it worked, nothing worked, nigga. I got to the point where my cousin in the back was like, shit. I was like, shit. He took the shirt off, he took the shirt off casually, like. Every part of your fucking bombing entourage. Then we roll back.
We bombed together.
And my cousins, on the way there, we like, yo, we about to go on tour. On the way back, like, yo, you gotta go back to work, nigga. Don't call out no more, nigga. How much sick days you got? Don't use no more sick days. I was working at Comcast in Philly. But I took 6 months off. I was in May. I took the 6 months off. That shit hurt, bro.
That
was the pain. That shit hurt. Like, I'm talking about painful. I felt like blood was coming out my ears.
That's wild.
Took 6 months off, and I was at Comcast. That's what made me start, because I was at the window, and I used to give people the boxes, all the texts. I'm roasting them niggas. Line them up, nigga. Roasting them. Yo, you mad funny. You should go to the Laugh House. Laugh House is in Philly. Yeah. Legendary club. Kevin Hart started there. Michael Blackson. Bunch of all the Philly greats started there. Ray Gordon. And he was like, go to help Spank, you know, Kevin Hart boy. He got Thursday nights, it's lit, go there. We always go there on Thursdays. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Laugh House. And I went to the Laugh House, and then I walked in there, seen all the black people, I seen just the comics, it was like, this is it. I was like, I like this place. And I made that my home club, and I started comedy from that point on, September, and never stopped.
And that's so dope to hear, that because it's a similar resilience to what you have now. Is you bombed, but then you was like, I'm going hard. Like, once you got past the feeling of the bomb.
I took the whole summer off. I was gonna quit. It's not until people kept on telling me, go to the Laugh House. Yeah. Where it's like, cause I didn't understand that you gotta practice. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you could do different joke. Do the same joke constantly and tweak it. Yeah. I didn't know that. I was trying to do different shit. Yeah. Another time I went, Wednesday open mic. I went down on the Thursdays, like, nah, come back open mic. Sign up. First person I see is Monroe Martin. Monroe, Chris Cotton, RP my dude. I see Chris Cotton, Monroe, and Derek. Derek had a fucking Fresh Prince hat. Derek Gaines. And when I got there Wednesday, I went on stage, I did my set, and then Monroe was fucking damn near hosting. I think he started like 2-3 years before me. But he was the man in there, like hosting the open mics and all that. So when I was about to leave, he was like, yo, when you go to New York, we taking all your fucking jokes. I was like, I like this place. Like, literally, that shit made me feel like they fuck with me. Exactly, and then I just made that my home. I went there every Wednesday, dogs. Like, literally, Monroe, I got cool with Monroe. So I met Reggie Conquest, started with him. Who else? Ray Gordon, all the GOATs out there. I met all of them. I seen Kevin Hart work on his set on a Thursday night. Like, that place showed me, like, I seen Kevin Hart, bro, like, from the beginning, like, wow. This is where he's at now. I watched him at the Laugh House working on his set on his first special. Then I watched him at the football stadium. Yeah. I literally seen that, both. I went to the football stadium, I looked at it, and I'm like, wow, I seen you at the Laugh House, bro, where I started at. So it's like,
so now that's amazing. What kind of strives you, like, puts you
Hell
forward.
Yeah, bro. That's why I fucks with Kevin Hart OD. Like, when niggas talk bad about it, they're like, what are you talking about, bro? This nigga's, I seen this nigga from the beginning, like,
nothing.
He literally started from the, like, I seen it, like, wow. Like, that's amazing. So just, that's why I love the Laugh House. That shit is that shit made me who I am. 100%.
So let me ask you, we gotta condense this a bit, and I'm actually enjoyed it because I learned a lot about you. This is shit I didn't know. Yeah, I thought you were just out here bombing forever. I'm glad we came to this. So, because this is something that I feel like will resonate with a lot of people, right? One, you. Is there any bit of advice, any gem that you would give somebody that like, cause it sounds like you started but stopped, but then you stayed consistent for a long period of time, kind of seeing through it all. Is there any bit of advice that you would give somebody you feel like was similar to your energy, especially maybe first coming into the game, a person who will resonate with your vibe, your personality? That's your camera. What you got to say, bro?
Man.
He ain't got nothing. All right, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me give you the right moment. Okay, go. My fault.
One of the things that I definitely do realize is don't look at somebody else's success and compare it to yourself. Like, that's gonna stress you out. Just know what goal you want and keep going for that goal. And the thing about it is, like Will Smith said, look at it as a brick by brick. Don't look at it as like an apartment or a house. You're looking at the house, oh, I can't do that house, that's gonna take forever. Brick by brick, and that's what I did with each joke. I got my 5 minutes, like Touré. I took a Touré Gordon class, and he was like, work on 5 minutes. Don't change your 5 minutes until you're hilarious, until you're making everybody laugh. Don't focus on the other motherfuckers trying to do what they know. 5 minutes, make it hilarious, that 5 minutes is gonna turn into an hour. So take your time, brick by brick.
That was fire. That's a real Haitian analogy. Brick by brick. Say it with the accent. Brick by brick.
Brick by brick.
Yo.
I'm Haitian cooning. Why did I do that?
Got you. Yo, bro, I love you, man. Thank you for doing this episode, bro.
I've been wanting to do this shit, though.
I know.
Every time I see a new episode, I was like, he don't fuck with me. Before he was like, nah, COVID, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, these niggas don't got masks on. What's going on? Hope they all get COVID, nigga.
You're so negative. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we leave it here. Thank y'all for watching this episode. My name is Alex Babbitt. This is my guest, Jonus Jeannot. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
That was dope. I never talked about
Hey guys, thank y'all for watching Behind the Mic Stand. If y'all enjoyed it, as I think you did, because you made it to the end, like, subscribe, make sure you hit that notification button so you hear the subscriptions and shit. You know how it works. Just like it. Stop skipping this part and do it right now. Somewhere right here. I think it's right here.